Hi and welcome to another class of English with Stuart. Today we're going to have a look at 10 specific English expressions or idioms or sayings. You could use all three: idioms, sayings, expressions. Okay, remember to click like, subscribe and share this video as well to all those people that you know that are looking to improve their English and sound just that little bit more native. So the first one today we're going to look at is that's the last straw. That's the last straw. What does that mean? Well, if something's irritating you, your partner, your friend keeps doing something every day that is irritating you, and you say, right, that's it. That's the last straw. I will not accept it anymore. That is the last opportunity. That is the last chance. That's the last straw. Okay, the next one is to be under the weather. Now this is certainly one that we use a lot in the UK, and it's to be under the weather. I am under the weather, or are you under the weather? So what do we mean when we say under the weather? Well, with my students, I always say, okay, if you're going to describe the United Kingdom, Ireland as well, with a colour, what colour would you choose for the weather? So if you were describing the colour of the weather in the UK, most students would come back with grey, yeah? Grey skies. So if you feel grey, what do you feel? I'm under the weather. I feel grey. I don't have much energy. I don't feel so well today. I'm under the weather. Okay, the next one is we will cross that bridge when we come to it. We will cross that bridge when we come to it. What does that mean? Well, there's no bridges involved here. Not at all. What we have here is an expression that basically says we will sort the problem or solve the problem when the problem happens. In other words, if you're worried about something in the future and someone says to you, don't worry about it, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It means don't try and fix a problem now that hasn't happened yet. When the problem arrives, we will look at the problem. We will fix the problem. Okay, the next one is, your guess is as good as mine. Your guess is as good as mine. Stuart, when do you think prices are going to stop rising in the shops? I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. What it basically means is, I don't know the answer. If I give you an answer, it's going to be a guess. And my guess is no better or worse than your guess. So, I don't know the answer. That's what it means. Your guess is as good as mine. The next one, to break the ice. To break the ice. What does that mean? Well, no one's breaking any ice in reality, but what it means is to break the silence. You're in a room full of people that you've never met before, and somebody starts speaking. Hi, my name's Stuart. Nice to meet you. I have broken the ice. That's what this one means. Okay? It costs an arm and a leg. Do you know, I just talked about prices rising in the shops. Everything these days costs an arm and a leg. Everything costs an arm and a leg. What does that mean? Well, it means it's very expensive. It is very expensive. It costs an arm and a leg. It's very expensive. The next one is don't give up your day job. Don't give up your day job. What does that mean? Don't give up your day job. Well, let's imagine a scenario. So you're in the shower. La 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 la. You're having a shower and you're singing. Yeah, you're singing your favourite song. And when you come out, your friend says to you, oh, Stuart, don't give up your day job. What do they mean? Well, what they mean is don't quit your job. Don't leave your job, your main source of income, your day job. Don't leave your job to become a professional in whatever it is that you did. So if you're singing, don't become a professional singer. Or if you're making something and someone says, don't give up your day job. Don't become a professional in that because you will never make money. You're not very good. You're not that good. at all. Okay, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Eggs? Basket? What are we talking about here? Well, what that basically means is don't risk all your resources, your money or your time on one specific thing, because if you put all your eggs in one basket and you drop the basket, your eggs will break and you will have no more eggs. The idea is take your eggs and put them in different places. So if one basket drops, you have other baskets with eggs. Basically, don't risk everything on one thing. Diversify would be a good verb to use for that one. And he has bigger fish to fry. The next expression. He has bigger fish to fry. Fish to fry? So you're at work and you have a little bit of a problem and you're not quite sure how to resolve it. So you need to speak to the boss. And you say to your colleague, look, this is my problem. I need to speak to the boss. What do you think? Do you think I should speak to the boss? And your colleague says to you, well, yeah, I agree, you need to speak to the boss, but not today. Today, the boss has bigger fish to fry. Today, the boss has more important things to worry about or to take care of or to do. The boss has more important things to do today. And the last one, hit the nail on the head. To hit the nail on the head. Okay, what's that mean? Well, what is a nail? Well, a nail is two things in English. It's this on your finger, but it can also be, and that's in Spanish, that's uña, and in Spanish it can also be clavo. It can be something that you hang a picture from in the wall. You put a nail in the wall and then you hang your picture. So to hit the nail on the head being the top of the nail, of that meaning clavo in Spanish. And that basically means I agree with you 100%. Do you know, you've just said that, I agree. You've hit the nail on the head. I totally 100% agree with what you've just said. To hit the nail on the head. You have hit the nail on the head. So I hope these idioms today help you in your journey of learning more about how English natives speak, because we use these expressions commonly. And I'll see you very soon on my next video.